Hi there. How are you all doing today? I thought today I would talk about starting new habits. So, what comes to mind when you hear the word habit? Does the thought of starting a habit feel overwhelming or sound time consuming? Well, actually, habits are shortcuts for our brains and created to make repetitive tasks easier and free up mental resources for more critical tasks. Winston Churchill said, "Watch your actions, they become your habits." Having read the books Atomic Habits, Tiny Habits, Mini Habits, Elastic Habits, and Micro Habits, I personally find them validating because their concepts align with habits I've incorporated for decades. Living on autopilot has been my norm for a very long time. Autopilot means that I'm not required to use my brain to make decisions pertaining to my own habits because I do them without thinking. This allows me to focus on other important choices throughout each day. I rarely have to think about what to eat or what to wear because I plan these things way in advance so I don't have to think about them. So, habits start as intentional actions or behaviors that over time become second nature as part of our daily routines. According to BJ Fogg, author of Tiny Habits, a behavior happens when motivation, ability, and prompt come together at the same moment. So, first, you need the initial motivation, which refers to the desire to do the behavior. Second, you must have ability to do the behavior, meaning it's easy and physically doable. Third, you need a prompt, which is an existing habit that acts as a trigger or cue to do the behavior. Linking is a powerful strategy that connects a new habit to an existing one. Here's an example of how to link habits, which Tiny Habits refers to as recipes, using the motivation, ability, prompt, or MAP behavior model. So, the new habit I want to start is to read a book. Using the MAP behavior model, my motivation is I want to read a book. And for ability, I already have the book and I know how and I'm able to read. The prompt, I ride my stationary bike every morning. So I'm on the bike every single day. So this is easy to accomplish. To make it achievable, I can create a tiny habit by reading 3 pages per day and will feel successful if I can do that every day while on the bike. Yes, I can read more than 3 pages if I want to. And as long as I commit to just 3 pages per day, again, I'm successful. The Tiny Habits recipe would look like this. After I get on the bike and start pedaling, I'll read 3 pages of my book. And you can find more examples of this at focusyourtime.com/habits. The harder a behavior is to do, the less likely you're going to do the habit. So to feel successful, it's best to start small to ensure that the habit is easily achievable, increasing the chances of incorporating it into your daily routine. So let's say you haven't exercised in a while and want to get started. One thing you can do is after you get dressed in the morning is maybe do 2 counter push-ups. This might sound ridiculous, but it's very easy to commit to. The Tiny Habits recipe would sound like this. After I get dressed in the morning, I'll do 2 counter push-ups. This means committing to only 2 push-ups per day. It doesn't mean that you're confined to that number. So if you want to do 10 or 15 or 20 some days, that's fine and considered extra credit. However, keep the bar low with your goal being 2 so you'll feel successful. James Clear, author of the book Atomic Habits, has a name for linking new habits called stacking, which is similar to Tiny Habits recipes. However, the concept of habit stacking involves not only linking a new habit after an existing one, but before as well. So you could say, after I pour my morning coffee, I'll write 1 sentence in my journal. Or before I leave for work, I'll do 5 jumping jacks. Again, you can find examples of both of these at focusyourtime.com/habits. James Clear states that the greater the obstacle, that is, the more difficult the habit, the more friction there is between you and your desired end state. This is why it's crucial to make your habits so easy that you'll do them even when you don't feel like it. If you can make your good habits more convenient, you'll be more likely to follow through on them. Convenience means that the new habit should be situated in close proximity to the existing habit, making it easily accessible. For instance, if your goal is to read 2 pages of a book before you sleep at night, place a book on your nightstand so it's readily accessible. If you want to eat healthier, have pre-made snacks readily available in the kitchen or near your desk. By organizing your space to align with your goals, you're setting the stage for a successful environment that nurtures habit formation. One thing I do is get everything ready at night for the next day. I'm talking about food, clothes, jewelry, and makeup. So everything is ready for the morning, so I don't have to make those decisions. I even set up my gym equipment for whatever I have going for the next day. As James Clear explains, every habit is just an obstacle to getting what you really want. Dieting is an obstacle to getting fit. Meditation is an obstacle to feeling calm. Journaling is an obstacle to thinking clearly. You don't actually want the habit itself. What you really want is the outcome the habit delivers. One thing I wanted to mention is that automatic habits served as anchors and don't require intense focus, even when we're distracted. It's reassuring to know that we can rely on our automatic habits, especially when things around us feel uncertain. They're always there for us and can create familiarity during challenging times. I kind of think of my habits as a security blanket. If you're just beginning a habit, it's helpful to use sticky notes as reminders until the habit is on autopilot, when we can do them without thinking, no matter what emotions arise, as they create a sense of normalcy. Stephen Geis, author of the book Elastic Habits, says that healthy habitual behaviors stabilize us in stressful times. If you don't have a habitual base of self-supporting behaviors, what do you think happens when your world is rocked? Habits are known wins, and a distressed mind wants and needs nothing more than a known win. If you don't have an internal foundation of good habits, then you'll seek the only thing within your reach, bad habits. Good habits create structure, give us a sense of control, and improve productivity, and allow us to live more intentionally. This helps free up time to do more of the things we enjoy. Because I'm the queen of habit formation and super productive, I wrote a book called Get It Done, which you can find on Amazon. I'll put the link in the show notes. Once habits become second nature and run on autopilot, you won't need to rely on motivation to keep going. I mean, there's a lot of times I am not motivated to get up and exercise in the morning, and I would love to stay in bed. But I get up and do it anyway. I just get up anyway, even though sometimes I'm really tired, but I get up anyway because it's a formed habit that I do every day and part of my routine. So I hope some of this helped today. If it resonated or you've thought of some habits you're going to start, I'd love to hear from you. So leave a comment. Again, you can visit focusyourtime.com/habits to see examples of everything I mentioned today and more. Thanks for coming. Be kind, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.